Throughout time, beautiful shawls, blankets, plaids have been fashioned to keep the body warm in a very aesthetic and pleasing way. We begin our show this evening with works by several students from the Kuressaare Regional Training Centre, or in Estonian it's meie ametikool. So first we have a square woolen shawl which has been woven in the traditional style by Schmidt. And secondly we have a rectangular shawl which is machine knit, slightly felted and embroidered with archaic symbols which give the wearer protection from evil. And this shawl is made by liable. Thank you, girls. Now, I have to admit, this next one is made by myself, and I'm not a student of ametikool. However, I did choose to weave this, or I knit this in very, very heavy yarn, and I used an embroidery technique to also display our archaic protective symbols. And then in the second one, we have a liable work, which is also machine knit shawl and embroidered with archaic embroidery. So we can see the symbols there, and I think many people, this is one thing, that these symbols were primarily used, or they still are found in places like Viljagimaa and on the island of Ihko, and that's where they're predominant. But we're using them everywhere because those protective symbols do work. Thank you. Interesting shawls now that are made by õhtuse, using the same traditional fashion of weaving. However, we have a new shape. So these are ponchos, or modified ponchos. Same technique, but it is the style of today by õhtuse. And this outfit, complete outfit, skirt, fabric and belt, are woven by master weaver Marika Samlik. And the hip pocket and half mittens are also included. And Marika actually welcomes orders if you do want to contact her at Talubod. And she weaves belts itself or anything that you might need. Thank you. And now we have a second folk costume, and it's from the island of Vormsee. Vormsee is a tiny little island that I haven't been there yet. How many people here have been to Vormsee? Raise your hands. Good for you. Good for you. I'm still to make it maybe this summer, I hope. Excellent. That's lovely. Now we have a young man who is wearing a wide belt, which is worn traditionally on a coat, but I think that looks pretty formal. It is not a woman's belt, and it's excellent. And this belt is formed and made by liable. Lee loves to knit and weave, and she welcomes also orders for her work. The garters are made by Lise Samlik, and the traditional felted hat on his head is made by liable. Thank you. And also I want to show you that I'm also wearing a skirt that was woven and made by Marika Samlik many years ago, and I'm glad it still fits. And it also along with the Estonian traditional folk costumes, we do carry a bag, and usually the bag can be made to match the skirt that we're wearing. And this is not a particular region's folk costume, but it is stylized. in the effect that what we do is we like to take traditional patterns and use them today. Why does it have to be the same stripe? This is today's stripe. So I'm very pleased. Monica did an excellent job. Thank you. And now next. And now we have a shawl which is made from muhu. It comes from the island of Muhu by Tina Yuki. And we have a young model who's wearing actually a boy's vest from Sörbe, from Ansigula, and from the hat is a tradition, but she is definitely not a boy. But good for her for wearing a boy's vest for tonight's event. Good for you, Jennifer.
Wow! Yes, wonderful.
Thank you very much. A superb honor. Now, as I was saying, we're presenting a visual delight, beginning with accessories by Läänemere, Finland. Designer is Eva Gudlund. She's a wonderful designer with a great sense of humor, and she loves color. So we have a wonderful shrub, which is very similar to the one you saw that I had made last year. And here we have a crocheted shawl with some lovely patterns on it. Very nice. Väga huvitavaid mütse. We see two wonderful, colorful hats that she's coming in with now. And this is just not any old hat. If you just watch, please, this has, and this is made specifically for those of you who ride bicycles or motorcycles. So now you can put your helmet on and ride ahead with safety. Tutti ei pea alati pesema. Ja siis, kui sa paned oma kiivri pähe, kui tahad mootorrattaga sõita, siis võtad tutti hoopis ära ja olgu. Aitäh! And now we have two young ladies, and they're showing us that Eva has also made wonderful earmuffs. These are not kõrvaklapid either, they're not headphones. No. These protect our ears very nicely. Two young girls, aren't you wonderful? Just walking in Singapore. Yeah. And now I present a parade of felted hats by Ulvi Rahman. Wonderful, beautiful works. This is work by Maya Rana. Also from you. Now I present you two felted vest and hat combinations, and these are made by Lambavillast in Saaremaa. And the first one is a natural grey wool as a base with beautiful red poppies for interest. Punaisten muonitega kaunistettu beige lambavillast, aga mis on väga huvitav, et siin on üks viltud broš. There's a felted brooch which actually simulates the actual brooch that is worn by the Estonian woman, which has red stones on it, raised. But this is really nice, so now we have it felted. And maybe I think we're going to have a picture. Mara, did you get that picture? Okay, and our second one is a white vest with blue flowered accents, also by Helgi. And our model is wearing traditional gloves from the island of Kuressaares. Kuressaares kindat on tema kätes. Väga ilusad neid. And these are now felted vests, which actually simulate sheepskin. And these are by liable from Gotland. So no, it's not sheepskin, not yet. It's felted. It gives us that impression. It's very, very nice. Really, are these for sale? No, not for sale. Sorry. You have to put in an order if you want one. This is my favorite sweater because it was designed and made by myself. This handsome young man is Andres, and he's actually wearing the sweater that I made for his godfather, for my husband. And he was born in Kuressaare. He had to leave because of the war in 1944. But as a young boy and as a young man, he always talked about Kuressaare and his castle. So of course I had to knit him his castle. He's now left us 6.5 years ago, but I'm so happy and proud that Andres is wearing this tonight to show you all something that I'm here used to wear. And now it's very interesting. We're back to Hiiumaa. And these are very, very interesting shawls, again, because the true red shawls that we see, they're actually formed by the stripes of the traditional skirts. And which one is Kuressaare? I'm not from either. Aha, the one over here is a Kuressaare skirt, and this one is Pyhäleppa. So for those of you from Hiiumaa, I apologize that I'm not from Hiiumaa, but I will go and see these. Thank you very much, girls. And here in the middle too, like we have the traditional woven plaid, but if you see there's an addition added to it. Lisäkaunistus on sinna sisse kuultu mustrilliset. Että on nähdä kohdetta, että on pleidi areng läbi aegade. Liable is it's a wool mill in valminud, which has been in production for many years now. Machine knit, lovely, basic knitted items with a distinctive logo. Who has the distinctive logo? Laura, I think you do. Can you show me? Liable shows its logo when it comes in before, and they always knit a little lamb on the hip. And here we have lambs all the way around. So this is Liable's trademark, is to have a little lamb put on it. Thank you very much. I'm going to show you again. We're still in Hioma. This is a very elegant dress, which is styled ethnographically. And we can see that the bottom part of the dress is it's a crochet trim from Reiki in Hioma. It's lovely, and the stylized felted belt simulates really like the belt of the traditional folk costume. And also the shawl or the blade is a traditional weave using the two-color red and white yarn. And what is really cute, I love, is a little accent on the shawl. It's a little flower. And then we see a little lingonberry right in the middle there. I think it's wonderful. Thank you so much. We can, if anybody's interested, you can ask me later. This interesting outfit has been designed and created for you by Baltic Islands. And I think most of you went to visit Baltic's factory, the wool factory that we're very, very proud of here in Saaremaa. And this is very fascinating in that this is woven on a square triangular loom that's made specifically to weave triangular patterns. And I think that loom is in the wool center. And if I'm not mistaken, Merike told me that there are 16 different colors of wool. Am I correct, Merike? That are used in the skirt. And she took these triangulars. And näitä Merike sellega istub seal, ta tahab oma tööd näha. Very nice. So it's very interesting, and I just love it because Merike has been very creative lately, and she wears and makes all these wonderful outfits, and we see them all the time. Grace does. And now we have another very, very interesting combination from two artists. And we have the shawl, the top lace shawl, which is actually made by Steve Valtmets. And it's very interesting. And it covers something even more interesting. So she's going to take the shawl off, put this inside the wow! Beautiful sleeves, beaded sleeves. Wonderful sleeves for an elegant lady for an elegant evening. And it's lovely. And not only that, this is not just any old skirt, it has a surprise to it. Depending on how you wear it, you can wear it as a skirt, or on a very cold day, if you're wearing other clothes, you can pull it up over your shoulders, tie it tight, and it becomes a shrug. And this yarn is also woven with sheep and a combination of sheep, and it's a dog fur. So your dog have a combination of sheep and dog fur. So for extra warmth. And it's wonderful. Thank you. I thank you. Thank you. Next, we still have another creation from Merike. And this is a very, very fascinating vest, that the bottom half is actually machine knit. However, the top, the edging is all hand knit. And it's a very, very elegant vest. It's suitable for evening wear, whatever. It drapes beautifully and it can flow. I think on the dance floor it might be very interesting. This is not a wilderness work from the Interreg. We have felted dresses and outfits and interesting shoes. Very nice. Yeah? Nee, dat is deze doek, papa. Papa, use it. I'm really thrilled to have this tonight. Again, lovely clothes from Interreg. And he has a felted vest and felted boots. I will just hold for you. Hold on, Chris. But I have to sometimes improvise. Hold on, Andy. There you go. Now everybody should be able to see this. Very nice, Andy. Very nice. That's nice. And here we have some more outfits from them. Very interesting felted items. And now, if you girls come around, and so to help us all see this better, we are going to lift our legs. So everybody should be able to see. And if I'm not mistaken, are these the ones that are made from Kichnu wool? From the Kichnu sheep? I believe so. And there was a debate on is Kichnu have sheep, but apparently they do. And I was just told that this was from Kichnu sheep's wool. Thank you very much. From Läänemere. So I imagine if I were to order something from Interreg, they would make it to measure. Straight off the plane, right to a fashion show. Wonderful vests with an open relief. And an interesting vest over here on the right, on your left. Turquoise. Very nice. Very nice work. Because she actually coordinated this whole evening. Well, I'm just on the microphone. And she pulled together these wonderful models from Archipelago, organized the young ladies, organized the fashion. She did all the work on her own with her team, with her helpers, behind the stage. So I'm very pleased. And Laura, a big round of applause for her.